beef. Why do you?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone, to Movie Madness Live. Thank you. Thank you, 5 viewers, for watching. Remember to smash the hell out of the like button. Can we get 50 likes? I would really like 50 likes, but it's up to you. Let's see who's in the chat. I hope you like my intro. I don't know if it's finished yet. It's a masterpiece. I'm still working on it. Hey, Chubby Teddy. Is Jarbo showing up? I don't know. Goldman, do you want to come on? I'm all alone here. Sarvesh Raj, Ganesh Raj. Thank you for joining us so early in the stream. I have a lot to cover. I also have some breaking news, some Siu Liu breaking news. LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Thank you. Goldman, I'm hoping for a Firewater appearance. I damn too. Firewater, come on, Firewater, fire starter. I actually need to make that one of my emojis. Chubby Teddy, Just George, the Goldman. Oh, okay. Let's get the Goldman on here. We have lots of topics tonight, including breaking news. I'll see if I can get Goldman on before I get to the breaking news. And then we are going to watch movie math. Let me see here. Goldman. Okay. All right. I'll wait till the breaking news before. Hopefully, I'll wait to do the breaking news until Goldman pops in. Okay, let's see who this is. Eddie. Hey, Eddie. How have you been?
I've been doing pretty good. Thank you for asking.
Oh, that's great. We've been thinking about you. I was thinking I sent you a link, but I was even thinking about maybe I'll just say hi to Eddie. But I'm glad you came. Did you see my new intro?
No, I didn't see it.
All right. Well, I'll wait till there's more people here because I don't want to play it like 3 times. But I've been editing it, Eddie. I've been really working hard on my intro. Let me see. Yes, we need Goldman on the show. Punk Trace is here. The Widow. LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Shang-Chi beat out Black Widow, huh? I'm not sure. It did great. If Just George, if my new laptop came, I would join. Okay. Brian, Master of Madness, says he's going to come over. He just watched Shang-Chi. Have you had a chance to see it, Eddie? I know you've been busy with school. I don't know if did you get a chance to see it?
No, I'm only sort of take because it's Labor Day. I'm way too busy now.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Is that something that's on your radar though? Is it like when you get some free time? Do you want to?
Yeah, I am planning to watch it. I just have to wait until I have to, enough time on my hands.
All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are happy you're here, Eddie. Jack W, Binge Buddy, no voice at all. Just George, Eddie, Chubby Teddy, Eddie. See, giving some love to Eddie. What's up? Smash that like button. Branded Braille loves that salty emoji. Jack W says Shang-Chi was good. Okay, I can live with that. Punk Trace with a super sticker. Thank you, Punk Trace. I appreciate that. The Widow says it beat out international box office by opening weekend domestically is still on top. Okay. It's doing good. I really think it's going to do good this next week too. I think it's going to Blinded Braille says Shang-Chi is the top tier MCU. I got to give props to my members because I got a few new ones last night. So here's the executive producers of MME: Rhea, Taylor, Relapse, Nick Hammond, Zeno, Aaron World Order, Obi-Wan, Real Elmo Cinema, and the Goldman just popped in. Hey, Goldman, we got a lot to talk about, including breaking news. There's something that just happened that's just happening on Twitter that I can't wait to cover, which is with you great panelists. But I have to get to my members first because I really appreciate the support. Brian, Master of Madness, Hans, Roosevelt Cavazos, Resident Justice, Lewis Cox, Zeverfett, Blinded Braille, Rel McMillan, Sean A., Saggy Melons. Zeno is upgraded. He's still there because I didn't want to make a new image. H. Bart's, Punk Trace, the Retro Bro. And then my newest members, Cast Graphics, Savar. I did it so many. Listen. I did it so many times, and he said I pronounced it correctly. But I have problems with my pronunciation, among other things. I got problems. So let me try again. Sarvesh Raj, Ganesh Raj. Sarvesh Raj, Ganesh Raj. I'm gonna have to get used to it. I try. But that's the difference. That's where the white bros, they mock your name. They don't try. I accidentally mess up, and I want to get it right. I'll give them my best effort. And Chubby Teddy. Thank you, members. Thank you, members.
I love your enthusiasm, Max.
Yes, I'm real. Listen, I almost quit.
I was very nervous when.
No, I was legit. It was actually. I don't know if you were on the. I you might have been in the chat or something.
I was in the chat.
Yeah, so I remember everyone that showed up there. Really, Saggy put that together. And I was really not expecting that, and that really, I thought I'd give it one more shot.
Good.
Hopefully, I could eventually. I'm not even going to jinx what I want to, where I'm close to. Never mind. H Bartz is here. Been a long time since the Goldman was on. He was on recently too, but yes.
I cannot remember the last time I caught a stream of yours when it was starting.
Yeah, that's true. Usually I'm trying to end it and Goldman comes in. I'm like, God damn it, this is time to end. Time to end. Yes. Walter Hamada's here too. Hey, Walter Hamada, do you want to be a member? I would so cherish that. I have 24 members. If you're the 25th member, I know you can afford 99 cents, Walter Hamada. I could say Walter Hamada is member of MME Live. I would have loved that. That would be a lot of clout.
That would be.
H. Bartz, hey Max. No, I don't want to joke about that, but no. C-Dub34, can you react to Nerdrotic's Shang-Chi review? It's quite there. No, our friend RJ did. I don't think I'm going to do that.
It sounds like it would be cringy.
Yes. Shang-Chi is a monster? Yeah. Nimrotics, that's what I call him, Nimrotic. Shang-Chi review was whack. And Neon Sci-Fi. Okay. And I don't think you saw my new intro either, too, did you, Goldman?
I did.
Oh, you did? What'd you think?
I thought it was very funny. I loved it.
Okay, I did a lot of editing. I had to find all those clips. It took a long time. I had to rewatch my history. It's like, real, this is awkward.
The one part of Andy really made me laugh.
Okay, well, don't give too many clues to Eddie because he didn't see it. I'm gonna if there's a few more later on, I'll replay it. It's like a minute long though. I don't want to go like to Saggy Melon's length of intros. Whew. I love Saggy Melons, but I don't want to go past a minute. I gotta, H. Bart's Shang-Chi is Sonic. Is Sonic? Classic? What do you mean? Okay. All right, so let's get to the breaking news. I'm actually going to do more clip outs because I'm taking this channel more seriously, and the views are up too. And I think clip outs will help with that. And this is about how Simu Liu is reacting and mocking the Friday Night Whites because he has on Twitter. And that's what I call them because they're mostly white and they're the ones that are always upset about everything. It's the truth. I'm sorry. It is the truth.
Max, it's been a long time since I've really been following all the fandom drama. It's been nice, but I'm looking forward to not getting back into it, but just
Yeah. Well, we're only going to cover a little bit because this is breaking news. Really, I was going to react to because now I don't necessarily think I'm going to do Grace movie math reactions every week, but it's important this week because we're still dealing with the pandemic, but the box office is back, baby. It's back, and instead of we have to hear what Grace says because instead of delaying, now some studios are moving their projects up.
Yeah, like Venom, I think.
Yeah. Yes. Just George Simu Liu is my new hero. The Rings. Yes, I like The Rings. Is my new hero.
Oh,
yes.
I get it. When he said Shang Chi is not Sonic, it's because Sonic, runs through the rings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Shang Chi has the rings now. Okay, I just got that.
H Barks, I really want to know because he's a kung fu aficionado. How does it rank the action with Simu Liu? Because he's a newer martial art. He's learned martial arts for this film. So how do you think he did, H Barks, as someone new to it? Oh, I'm already messing up. Well, Jack, we'll get to the topic. Jack W, thank you for the super chat 199. I appreciate the support. Okay, so let's get to this topic. And this is Justin is lost. I'm sorry, you are lost, Justin. You're indoctrinated in the bullshit of the same usual suspects with the same talking points. And look what he tries to say about Simu Liu. This is embarrassing. Justin is lost. You've lost your mind if you say he's lacking testosterone. Or you didn't even have to watch the film. You could have watched the trailer to know you're full of shit. And look who he tries to tag. He's really trying to get the attention from the usual suspects. And you should mock them for all this flop. I would too if I was Simu Liu. So he's like D-Day, the quartering, D-Day Cobra, Hot Toys. That's Heels versus Babyface, I think, and Ryan Kinnell. Living rent-free in Simu Liu's head. Are you kidding me, bro? What do you think of that comment? But then we're going to get to Simu Liu. Because I was like, I actually thought he made this up. I thought, no, Simu Liu didn't tweet about this. I thought he just made it and is trying to get the attention of the, the big whites on YouTube.
No, I'm actually glad he does that. It shows that he actually does pay attention to this bullshit. And he's calling it out too. That's something I wish Brie Larson would have did because I doubt that she hasn't seen all those.
Well, they're calling him the next Brie Larson. He should embrace it and make lots of money off of it. Really?
No, he should. No, he's doing the right thing. Even though I know he shouldn't make fun of them for all the stuff they're pulling. But I know. Like once they have awareness of that, they're going to say he's triggered. He's acting like a soy boy, and it's like,
oh yeah,
you're just mad. He's calling you guys out after you just did the same thing. So.
Well, what do you think of this post, Goldman? Because I was like, did he really say this? I'm like, I can't believe this dude because he's full of it. So I'm like, okay. And then I did research, and that's what's great about it. What do you think?
I'm on the opposite side. I don't think that I get this is an Instagram post technically from Simu Liu.
Oh, it's on Instagram. Okay, that's why I checked Twitter.
Well, I mean,
you might be right.
Justin's picture is a screenshot of him, assuming Instagram.
Yes.
I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right. That's why I couldn't find that exact post. But yes, that's amazing. Thank you, Simu Liu. You are our hero, and second weekend box office is going to prove it. Okay, go ahead, Goldman.
As much as I love it when people crap on these grifting channels, I still believe that like directors or actors just shouldn't get involved with any of it. I mean, it was a big problem with Star Wars.
This is a big difference than Ryan Johnson.
That is true.
This is going head on with the. But listen, people in the chat too. Let us know. Do you think he should have said anything? I think they're on their way out. They're fine. Listen, Goldman, Eddie, the time has finally come. The tides are changing. People finally realize how full of shit they are. Because they basically jump to fandom. You know what they did to Star Wars, Goldman. You know what they did to Star Wars, Eddie,
Yeah.
And they're trying to do it with the MCU, which is with the MCU fandom, it's the majority really likes the MCU. We can't say the same about Star Wars. And me and you, Goldman, we're big Star Wars fans, but we can really not say that about the Star Wars fandom. There's mixed results. But the MCU overwhelmingly is positive, so it's backfiring against them.
Especially after Shang Chi. Because, I mean, WandaVision didn't get like great reviews. Falcon and the Soldier is probably the worst of the shows. Black Widow
Oh, I
was
love
highly You liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it too.
I didn't like it at all. But anyway, it's on topic of
Yeah,
discussion.
it's whatever. It's opinions.
Black Widow was
I didn't
highly
see that one,
mediocre. Loki, I guess a lot of people seem to enjoy, and then Shang-Chi seems like a universal success in terms of just reviews. So I mean, it seems like things are going well for Marvel, and Eternals looks great, and then the Spider-Man is going to be a home run, hopefully.
Mhm.
Yes, it already is, just based on the trailers.
And Star Wars is trending upwards. We're not back yet, but it's
Yes,
trending upwards.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay, Skullman says, and he has the yelling Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Great channel, guys. Just want to point out that I'm as sick as these grifting idiots like you guys are. Yes, the tide has changed. Yes, it's finally here, and it's with the Marvel hate. It's backfiring. Simu Liu is having the last laugh all the way to the bank. So I did research. I'm like, did he say anything?
Max, you need to educate me on something.
Yes.
So again, I'm not as involved in the fandom drama. I understand why a lot of people hated Brie Larson and Ryan Johnson, even though I thought it was silly. Why are people mad at Simu Liu?
Basically, because when Bob Chapek, one of the guys in charge of Disney, was talking about it was an experiment and a litmus test for the box office.
I've heard about that.
He kind of misunderstood and took it as we're not an experiment like an Asian film.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna break ground and stuff. But I also think he was just taking a layup that Bob Chapek gave to him to promote the film more. I don't think it was like some people like Matt Jarbo think he was being too serious. I'm like, no, he's just having fun with what Chapek said. I think it was a nothing burger, but they tried to make him like the next Brie Larson. Like, I don't need to know what a 40-year-old white man thinks of A Wrinkle in Time. They tried to make it like that type of event.
So that comment pissed off a lot of people.
I mean,
really? I thought the comment was a little silly. Like,
yeah,
when Bob Chapek said it's an experiment, I think it's implied that it was about the 45-day window release.
Right.
Did
right.
I get upset? No.
I think he just took a shot,
Mm-hmm.
But no, he has actually commented on Twitter. He has a nice Twitter thread. Me laughing at the people who thought we'd flop. So he's laughing at the Jeremys, all the Friday Night Whites. He's laughing because they've all made the same video.
Mhm.
They make the same video. They clog YouTube, but there's a whole thread. No one's retweeting you. Justin is lost, but look at this, laughing at you. Good for you, Simu Liu. He's having fun with it. You're going to be a bigger star with doing this, definitely. We did it. Everyone's happy. No, the only people that aren't happy are the people that look at all this.
Very few people are not happy.
Right. The only people that aren't happy are the grifters on the internet. That's the only. Yeah, that's right. I saved cinema. He's the Simu Liu fans are great too, because they're joining into it. Let me see. So yes, go retweet Simu Liu and give him hell.
So, question: do a lot of these grifters do they?
Oh, here it is.
Do they think Shang-Chi is like a bad movie?
They were rooting for something to fail.
So they don't even care about the quality. They just want it to fail because Simu Liu.
Because they want to mock it. They want to fit their narrative. They have friends that have websites. They have friends that are in Comicsgate, the indie comic scene, that say Marvel was going to be dumpster fire for Phase 4 once Captain Marvel and the second or third tier superheroes get in the game. People are going to hate the MCU after that.
No, I think they're doing. I'm actually surprised. I think they're doing a solid job because what made the first 3 phases so interesting is because there's a lot of speculation about like what would happen. We knew Thanos would come. Where are all the Infinity Stones? Blah blah blah. And right now, I think they're doing a good job at like making people speculate about what the future is with multiverse and all that. So.
This is funny just to look at the comments. I'm not going to say that the YouTubers in panic mode trying to spin the box office results. I love all these memes. I don't know if he actually did commercials and that's where they're getting these, or they're actually making these images, because I know he's done commercials in the past. But I think that's enough. So do you still think, oh, okay, my man's done. Saying he's on the level of Bruce Lee, I don't know about that. Maybe in the future, but he could be his biggest star. Not as proficient in his martial arts though. So now that you've seen that, what do you think, Eddie and Goldman? You think he should have commented? It was a lot of fun. Look how much fun his fans are having, laughing at these losers online.
I think the post where he said he's laughing at them, like the one you just showed, I think that's funny. But I don't think he should give any of these individual channels like any name drops or anything.
Well, he retweeted it. I think more of his fans were retweeting it and sending it to him. Maybe he just liked it or something, retweeted it. Yeah. So Simu Leo. Yes, we'll watch Goldman. What does Palpatine see? We will watch your career with great interest. Damn it, I'm always messing up.
Yes, we'll watching your career in great interest or something like that.
Yeah, yes. So yes, we will, Simu Leo. Thumbs up.
Max, I did just send you a funny video, but it's not really related to this. It's kind of is. It's about one of the grifters, but
okay. Oh no, I I know this because I was going to cover this, cool man. Yes. All right. Well, let's get to the good news first. We can save that for later, because this is now I am going to make you guys watch Grace Randolph. I don't know if we're going to watch the whole video, but it's a monumental time in box. We should be happy, right? From these results, even if you're not a big fan of Shang-Chi, you should be happy that an above average movie is doing good in the box office, because that means more studios are going to feel confidence in keeping their dates, So
it should be movie fans or fans of the movie theater experience should be happy with this.
Yes. And
how well is it doing specifically? Sorry.
Well, it got me to the theater, and you know how I've been hesitant about going because of the pandemic and my family situation. I am vaccinated, but I was a little concerned, but I felt comfortable enough that I'm going to go again, and I'm back to the theater. I love streaming though too. I love streaming, but I'm very happy to go to the theater. I think I'm actually, and I wasn't planning to it, I think I might see Venom 2. Now that
you not planning? Oh, just because
I was just going to wait, because it's not like on my most anticipated superhero movies. So I was like, I'm only going to go see my most anticipated, like Shang-Chi and also Spider-Man. I was only going to go see my must-sees, but I enjoyed it so much that I think I might go with my wife to see Venom 2, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not hating on it, but it doesn't look that great to me. It looks like a fun ride, but that's about it. Okay, so let's get to Grace. I might have to turn down the volume if she breaks your ears.
Where the plot.
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to this week's Movie Man.
This is a good one.
The
yes.
plot thickens. Yes, Shang-Chi did boffo box office this weekend, like real boffo. Easily setting a new Labor Day weekend record,
yes,
even outside the pandemic. Although a movie this big has never opened on a Labor Day weekend, but you can bet they will from now on.
That's true.
This is like when Kingsman and Deadpool turned Valentine's Day into a blockbuster weekend. There will be big movies on Labor Day weekend from now on. Another release date weekend is born. But yet we now have some new questions about how to best release movies during the next few months. It's still not a slam dunk. Let's discuss. All right, so I've got a little.
Well, Goldman and Eddie, I don't know if you saw my last episode. I say if it has to be an above average movie to get good box office in these conditions. If it's just an average movie, you have to be concerned. You can't just push shovel, like how like the games they say shovel, where you have to have an above average movie, just like Field of Dreams. You build it, they will come. If it's a great movie, people are going to want to see it, People have more options now, regardless of the pandemic. They've got used to convenience. So they're only going to go for what they feel is a premium experience What's your thoughts there? Is it smooth sail now, or do you agree with that sentiment? It has to be an above average movie. You can't just put an average movie out, or one that the studio's been holding on for years because they've been worried about the box office results. It has to be.
If it's not like a well-known property like Marvel, DC, or Star Wars, then I think it could do well. But if it's not one of those properties, then it has to be good in order for the box office to do well. I think Free Guy doing fairly well.
It was. I don't know. I haven't.
Things.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I didn't run out to the theater for that one though, and I did for this. And I was thinking about going, but I think I'm just gonna wait till Venom 2 and watch Free Guy when I could rent it. That seems like a good rental to me. I'm happy for its success though.
I'm curious to see how Dune will do.
Yes,
because it's like a new property, right? It's not. I mean, it's not new, but Dune hasn't been a movie in a very long time, so it's not something that's pop culturally super relevant right now. And if that does really well, I think that's good news. But I mean, so far we've heard good things just from people, I guess.
Yes.
But if that flops, because it's not like a Marvel or DC movie, then I think that's not good.
Yeah. Well, Shifty Gizm, yes. Rest in peace, Michael K. Williams, Omar Little, The Wire, Chalky White, Boardwalk Empire. Great actor, huge loss. Yes. Very sorry to hear of that. That I didn't really look into. I was just shocked to see it too because he's a younger actor. I didn't really look into the details of how or why. I don't really think I need to know either. I'm just very sorry. Our thoughts go out to him and his family. Very sorry to hear that. He's very talented as well. So thanks for bringing that up, Shifty Gizm. The Great Council Lunga, which I do want to talk to him about the Dune box office. I want to stay positive about projections and stuff. It's just I am very concerned about Dune, even though I'm looking. It's one of my most anticipated too. What are you guys? Is it one on your most anticipated? Eddie Goldman.
Yes, I read the book 2 summers ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to the movie. It's probably my second most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. It's only 4 months. I mean, Spider-Man's number 1. And then I would put Dune at 2.
All right. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, especially the cast. Eddie, is that something you're looking forward to? Good response, Eddie. You're on mute.
You're muted, Eddie.
You're rusty, Eddie. You're rusty. Okay. Well, once he gets in,
can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Oh my bad. I didn't even know how it was mute, but no, it's lots of people that actually don't really know what this movie is. I know it's based on a book, but lots of people just don't have they just never knew this was a concept. But I think it will have good reviews. For the people who already saw it saying they were giving a standing ovation, all that stuff, I think it will get good reviews. But the box office performance, like I said, I know they have a good cast. They have people like Momoa, Batista, Zendaya, all that stuff. But so maybe that could help. But like I'm not sure about if it will get good enough of a box office performance. I really don't.
Well, Goldman, I don't want to give spoilers, but and I'm not going to. But some of the reviewers said they enjoyed it, but it ends, and we know this is not a whole story. And I'm just concerned. Also, it's New Line Cinema, I think, along with WB, that there's just not a strong enough plan to get rolling into the next part of the story. And if it's not an overwhelming success, that we might not ever. I hate. That
would be miserable.
Yes.
The first half of the story, especially with such a good production value.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I hate stuff like that too.
Like I really wish they would have said, okay, we're going right in. Like if they're going to release it, we're starting filming the next week or something, like a strong plan. But I haven't heard any real plans except let's wait and see.
Well,
and I think it was delayed. Wasn't it delayed too? It might have been delayed from the pandemic.
I mean, it was initially, but I'm not sure about recently.
And then I have to look into this. A viewer said the other day that the spinoff series for HBO Max was canceled. There was going to be a spinoff series. So I'm just over because Denis Villeneuve has a great reputation in the community. And fans, he does great work. People love his films, but the box office is not there. I'm just, I just don't want. I will invest in something. I won't get to see the ending because that's not on the director's fault. It's just I can't stand all these starts without any plan for a finish, which is just an epidemic in Hollywood. I wish they would have filmed some together like Peter Jackson.
Yeah, I don't understand why like movies that there's a planned story of multiple movies, why they don't film it back to back.
No, I mean,
I think
go ahead.
I mean,
Eddie.
I think they just think why they don't film it back to back is yes, there is a plan, but like I said, it all depends on the box office performance. They say, look,
That's
we're not trying to
fair.
spend that much money, and we know it's gonna bomb if nobody wants. So that's why they have to plan out is have a first film first and then decide later on. And it's a shame too because the good movies underperform and we don't get to see the conclusions they have planned at all. Just like Alita Battle Angel, I've been wanting to understand. Whatever.
Eddie's with the Alita Army.
I am.
Oh, you are?
That was a good movie.
No, it was a good movie, and I would like to see the sequel, but a lot of them in the Alita Angel fandom are annoying. It's how we talk about Snyder fans being annoying.
No, it's Snyder fans.
Because a lot of Alita fans try to say, "Oh, see what happens when you don't force SJW and you just do a genuine." I just lost viewers by saying that.
No, it's because those bastards are trying to go into that fandom saying, "Look, this is a strong female character," trying to put it against Captain Marvel.
Right. They did the verses. This is how you do it. Yeah. All right. Well, let's watch. We won't watch the whole thing. Let's just watch a little bit more of what Grace says.
Tea mixed in here for you and everything. Now, first off,
there's
Marvel
tea.
has once again
She's
proven
gonna drop
it's
the
the
tea.
most powerful brand in Hollywood, which I know will annoy some of you, but these are cold hard facts at this
Yeah,
point.
that's truth.
These are family films that appeal to adults as well, with lots of action and VFX, which many people feel makes them theater worthy. And they tell one long story that billions of people, well, maybe not billions, but billions of dollars worth outside of a pandemic, but a lot of people, they're invested in these stories at this point. And you can be a hardcore Marvel fan, as many of us are, but here's the beauty of it. You can also be a casual one. And I think what particularly helps Shang-Chi is it's a movie that requires no other knowledge of the MCU, as it's a starting point for that character. You can go in blind and just have a fantastic time.
That is true.
On that note, Shang-Chi is simply a fantastic film. A cinema score and a 98% Rotten Tomatoes audience score. That's 99 for a little bit.
That is a feat.
That's incredible. One of the best movies that Marvel has ever made, as I told you. Top tier Marvel. And with everyone tiring of the pandemic and
I doubt the second weekend's going to have a huge drop off with a cinema score like that. Those are verified ticket buyers. These aren't trolls that the usual suspects cater to and shill towards that don't actually pay for stuff. This is also the other thing I say. I'm not judging people for pirating, but I think there's a strong connection with I don't personally do it. I'm not saying I've never done it in the past growing up, but I've stopped because I think it does have an impact. And I think there's a strong connection with online hate of entertainment and justification of pirating. These are verified people that have this much 98%. It's not, their narrative isn't working because they're like, oh well, the critics are bought and paid for and they were overly positive. Well, guess what? The verified audience is even more positive than the critics.
Yes.
98%. And that I don't see a large drop with this is a theater movie.
I of all my friends that have seen it, I think only one of them, the worst review I got was that it was like okay. They said it was like middle tier. But like I have a friend who says he's a big Marvel fan. He said it's his new favorite MCU movie. For me, I just did a like MCU ranking today with my friend, including the shows.
Where'd you do that at? I want to see that.
Oh, I didn't do a video. My friend and I were just on Discord chatting about it. But
I want a video of it. Well, I guess you can't. Your channel's more Star Wars, so.
But I am. This Friday, I got a Star Wars video coming out. But in 2 Fridays, I'm gonna make my first non-Star Wars video.
What? Breaking news! The Goldman. That's a nice shirt too. I like that movie.
Yeah, it's the 10th best Star Wars movie.
10th best. I don't know. I haven't thought about my ranking of that, but I I would love to see a live stream or something where you reveal your ranking of MCU too.
But do you know what the video is gonna be on? It's gonna be on what I think is the best movie ever.
The Last Jedi.
No.
The best movie ever.
Or no, well, it's my favorite movie ever, and I think it's one of the best movies ever. Maybe not the best, but one of the best.
You stump. It's not Star Wars.
It's not Star Wars.
God damn it! I don't know.
It's a Pixar movie.
Pixar. Wall-E.
Wall-E.
All right, that's a good one.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I didn't know that about you.
Fun fact: Wall-E is my favorite movie ever.
Really? I did not know that.
Empire Strikes Back is number 2.
Empire. Okay. Mine switches. It was Star Wars: A New Hope is my favorite. Back to the Future.
Rise of Skywalker.
I'm sorry, man. I try to rewatch. I don't. I'm not. You know me. My hating days are gone. But I don't want to.
I get called a Disney shill all the time. I love Force Awakens. I love Last Jedi. Even though I enjoy The Rise of Skywalker, I do not think it's a good movie.
Okay. Yeah, I like seeing the actors and the characters. I think the actors and the characters are stronger than the material they got. Like, I don't think Rey's a bad character or anything like that. I don't think Kylo's a bad character. I think circumstances beyond the actor's control. They did the best with what they got. But there was really strong characters there. I think deserved a better trilogy. But I honestly, the Last Jedi has gone up in my ranking on the, after I saw The Rise of Skywalker. Because I'm like, thank God, Ryan Johnson killed you off, Mark Hamill, instead of JJ, because that was I don't
want to talk too much about Star Wars because this isn't a Star Wars stream. But occasionally I will get videos recommended from your old days. It'd be like Ryan Johnson trilogy canceled from like 3 years ago.
I was right. That's good. I was right about that one. I was wrong about Kathy, and I did honestly believe it when I was making it because I based it on what was happening in DC. The DC presidents kept getting replaced when there was a big problem. But geeks and gamers are here.
You already know.
No way. You actually bought a shirt, Jesus.
Yeah, to troll. Someone got really mad at him on a live stream. Like, what are you doing with that Geeks and Gamers guy here? All right, so let's get a little bit back to. Yes. And actually, Jeremy liked that he was trolling him. He's like, I respect the troll.
To enjoy the holiday weekend, suddenly here was a movie that was a guaranteed good time and a chance to feel normal just for a few hours. Remember, we've been saying these pandemic movies are only medium. Well, this is fantastic. And as I said in my review, when I watched Shang-Chi,
I don't know. I should have watched this ahead of time.
Press screening. It was the only film I've seen so far during the pandemic that made me feel like it wasn't the pandemic. A Quiet Place 2 was really good, but that's a dystopian, apocalyptic situation.
Let me skip to.
So we reminded you a lot of the pandemic. This was just escapism.
Let's skip to Eternals Day.
I think Disney will look
Eternals Day and Date and International Problems. I'm guessing and Venom 2. That's the good spot, and then we'll be done with Grace for tonight. But I'm thinking that's where the team might be, because China doesn't really want this movie, at least not at the beginning. Maybe they will after this success.
To see what Shang-Chi's second and third weekend holds are like. Is that $60 million from Disney Plus going to pop up later on in the run? I think it'll have a better second weekend hold than Black Widow because it's a better film. But how strong will the hold be? It opens so big, I don't think it'll drop around. I think it might still drop around something about 50%, which is typical for a blockbuster, by the way. But I think after they see the second, we have to all see the second and third weekend holds, and then Disney will decide if Eternals should be theaters only or day and date on Disney Plus. Because again, so far the audience isn't any bigger by going theaters only, and they're seemingly leaving money on the digital table. Especially it's going to be during the holidays. Why not? Why not give people the option at least through the end of 2021? Because clearly Black Widow proved that even with the digital option, many people are still willing to go to the theater. As Disney has also proven with Free Guy and Jungle Cruise. Their movies are doing great. Would theater owners be miffed if they offered Eternals on Disney Plus? They probably would. But when has Disney ever cared about that? Also, don't forget that the international market is still...
Do you care about Eternals at all?
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Because seems like a very unique concept.
Well, after you saw Shang Chi, is that raised your excitement for the next MCU movie?
No, Shang-Chi could have been the worst movie ever, and it wouldn't change anything.
Okay.
Because the movies for Marvel, for me, it doesn't seem like each movie is a basis. Like the quality of each movie doesn't seem like a basis on what the next one's going to be. I thought Black Widow was not good at all. I mean, Shang-Chi was great. For me, there's a lot of great Marvel movies. There's a lot of not great Marvel movies. So, I mean, it doesn't... And they're made by really different people. So it's not like Star Wars where...
Well, I mean, there's kind of like stuff that says that they might be more connected. This movie might be more connected.
Oh, I saw that there might be I saw. I did some watch the ending explained videos, and that there might be connections. But
so that's raised my excitement level for Eternals. Not that I was hating on it, I just wasn't feeling it yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm super excited. I'm curious because
I get that.
Most of the Marvel movies are, besides the Avengers movies, they're all like the title is one of the characters, except for Guardians of the Galaxy. So this is the first non-Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy movie that's named after a team, I think.
Listen, I'm gonna have to confirm with Mikey Sutton on this one. I just don't see Rian Johnson coming back, and I don't want to have to make that apology video.
Max, you know what I said the other day that really triggered Lunga?
Yeah.
I said if I had to choose between watching every Star Wars project that's planned right now, so Mandalorian Season 3, Boba Fett, everything else, Obi-Wan, or the Rian Johnson trilogy, I would choose the Rian Johnson trilogy.
No.
And I was genuine. I am genuine.
Yeah, I'm having an issue with that myself. I go, man. No, he's back. I can't keep holding off this. I want to see Rian Johnson make his own films. He does good subverting expectations in his own material.
I want a trilogy.
Although I think there were I do admit the elements were there for an amazing movie with The Last Jedi, even with Luke's character. And I would have accepted his death if the direction leading up to that point in the movie would have sold it better. And I don't need to see all the backstory, but again, not to go back to that, but the Kylo Luke tent scene and giving into the fear when he marched up without a lightsaber to Darth Vader and the Emperor to try to save his father. But the fear of what Kylo could be.
Now's not the time to debate this. Now's not the time.
Okay. We got to get back. Yeah. What about you, Eddie? Are you looking forward to the Eternals? Hell no.
It's hard because I'm not really knowledgeable of the Eternals at all, and lots of people aren't either. And I think what they're saying, but behind the scenes, Kevin Feige has lots of faith in this movie, and he's saying it's incredible. I mean, he could just be saying that just to say that, but I mean, I don't know. Since we don't know anything about it, I guess our expectations aren't really anywhere. So we just have to wait and see. We can't really judge it. I know some people already are for stupid reasons, but we really don't know anything. So let's just wait and see if it's good or not. I mean, based on the trailers, we saw some cool special effects and action scenes, and I mean, I really don't know that much about the plot still, but at least there's something there. I think that's interesting.
Yeah, it's a wait and see for me, but I think they're really waiting and see if they're gonna just they're waiting to announce their strategy, if it's gonna be theaters only, and that's what she's getting to. And I really want to see what she says about international problems and Venom 2. Okay, and then Spider-Man.
No problem. You can't.
You're very special.
Yeah, they know we're talking about Star Wars.
Oh, when does season 3 come out?
In like a year.
Oh no.
Decisions based on the domestic market, because the international market is where Hollywood blockbusters make most of their money. 60 to 70% of all blockbuster movies box office comes from overseas, sometimes even more. That's another reason you might see some films still move. The ones that are supposed to be billion-dollar flicks, and the ones that might not get to $1 billion but still rely heavily on overseas box office. For instance, Tom Cruise movies consistently make over 70% from overseas, which is why Top Gun Maverick got pushed back again. And I don't think even after Shang-Chi's opening weekend, I don't think Paramount regrets that.
Hmm.
But especially because they got, they're getting their choice date. They're just shifting their own.
That's more interesting because I didn't think about that. They're looking more about the international box office with Tom Cruise because he's notorious for getting good across the world. It has to have a strong domestic chance for them to release it. Okay. I didn't want to see Top Gun 2. Now I'm really looking forward to it. I like the idea and no interest, Goldman, Eddie?
Never saw the first one.
Oh, man. You got to watch the first one.
No, I never saw the first one either. I know what it's about. I just never saw it.
I'm getting old. Getting too old for this shit. All right. Let's see what she says. And then I have more topics.
Mission Impossible, in fact. Bond, which can't seem to afford to move anymore, will be an interesting test because those films are hugely reliant on overseas box office, close to 80% from overseas. So we'll get a good picture with that film's release in the beginning of October. Then as for Sony, the big question mark here. Many of you were delighted, and I can understand why, that they just moved Venom 2 up by 2 weeks to October 1st based on Shang-Chi's opening weekend. Probably because, though, I want to point out that it's a smaller film. Venom 2 was never going to make $1 billion. That's already run its full ad campaign. It's already run its full ad campaign. Plus, the first Venom made a lot of its money in China, and Sony must be confident they can secure a release date. They have a poster already, although not a release date on it. But that's been a stumbling block for other studios that haven't been able to get their movies into China. Also, the October 1st date makes Venom the next big movie after Shang-Chi, as the MCU movie has the entire month of September all to itself. Now, then Venom will have to go up against Bond the next week, and then Halloween Kills the week after that. But Venom can do a 45-day window or less before heading to PVOD. I think Venom is the kind of movie you can experiment with. Again,
I didn't realize Venom got into China. That's going to really help with the worldwide box office. Again, I wasn't looking forward to it, but they moved the date up, and I'm thinking I'm going to go see it now.
How many movies are released in China a year?
I don't know. That's another good thing. But this is why I like Grace. Is she breaks it down. She gets a lot of heat from all the male counterparts of movie talk, and it's not fair. It's unfounded. Leave Grace alone. She's in my intro. All right, we'll just watch a little bit. Where's the tea? It's better. The tea better be here by Spider-Man because that's all I'm watching. Grace.
Why do you think there's tea? Did she say?
Yeah, she said including some tea. She might be teasing about the tea. I don't know. I should have watched. I'm gonna have to watch them ahead of time. I like to do a fresh reaction, but I'm gonna have to watch them ahead of time.
So I think it seems a little smaller. I don't think it has it's not quite the slam dunk. Was the first movie an anomaly? Because I love the first Venom, but it did not have very high scores. Critics or audience-wise.
Audience was fine. What are you talking about?
81's very good.
Why not test them earlier by moving it up to October?
Well, I heard cinema score B+.
Also, as you can see, it's starting to get very crowded, and that's another thing for studios to consider. Are we ready for a crowded release schedule? Shang-Chi played every half hour at most multiplexes because there's no other movies to really play, besides other ones from Disney. No Way Home has only released one trailer, which they did so reluctantly because it leaked. And pushing back to Doctor Strange 2's release date is only a 3-month delay.
Oh, here's the tea.
I got to tell you, here's the tea. I hear that No Way Home
will
use the breathing room as its VFX work is under a major crunch. I also hear Doctor Strange 2 could maybe use some reshoots, a little tinkering there.
Oh, the tea.
Both films are very crowded, as we know. And I'm hearing they're having a bit of a tough time working out their stories. Nothing's wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Take a little extra time to get things just right. Just ask Rogue One.
All right. So we found the tea. Thank God we found the tea. What do you guys think of that? So what was trending on Twitter was go see Shang-Chi so you could see Spider-Man this holiday. But according to the tea that she just spilled, it really doesn't matter. Because they need some more time to all those special. They have a lot of. Do you see the special effects on the credits on Marvel movies? It takes like 2 minutes just for the visual effects.
Yeah.
So I could see that they might need that extra time. If we have to wait to make it even better special effects, because that is a sore spot for the MCU. That's one thing they can improve. is some of their special effects. They have studios all across the world working on it at the same time, different scenes, and some scenes look better than others. I think if we have to wait, are you guys in the chat okay with waiting to get higher quality special effects? Because if they keep the original date, they might have to. It's under the crunch too.
You know what I don't understand? It's like with a movie like Black Panther, right? The ending doesn't have the greatest special effects. Why don't they just spend a little more money and like brush it up once it's on Disney Plus?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I agree. I think special effects, since it's a lot of this is CG, why can't they just improve it and release a newer version? And yeah, but they once it's done, it's done, right?
They don't want to spend. I mean, look, George Lucas did that.
Yeah, good point. That's another reason they don't do it, because people hated what George did for his revision.
George Lucas changed and added scenes. That's the difference. If they they don't change scenes, they just make the graphics look better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see why they don't do that. It's like the same thing with like Luke's face in The Mandalorian. If they master deep faking in 5 years, they should just change.
That's one they should definitely go back and fix, because that didn't ruin the scene for me. Because I was like, oh, I love this, but I'm sorry, Star Wars, not Star Wars only, Star Wars Theory. I'm not crying over seeing. If I was crying at all, it was because he looked pretty rough. I love seeing Luke, but come on. I mean, I'm not mocking Star Wars Theory either. It's just if I actually saw, if it looked like the young Luke and it didn't break the wall of the uncanny valley, then I might cry. But because it looked like it did, I was crying because of the quality.
It was just so impactful. It's so good moment to see in the Mandalorian to see him.
It was almost as good as Luke's moments in The Last Jedi.
No, I listen. I like the story sequence better. This is another Star. Darn it, Goldman! You're dragging me another Star Wars debate. I prefer Luke scenes, like his dialogue and the way he looks in The Last Jedi, but I like the moments with him and Grogu in The Mandalorian. I like the story better there.
I love both.
But I think the execution is better in The Last Jedi with his dialogue and the way he looks. I don't know. All right, let's. I think that's about all we have of Grace. Let me.
It was worth the delay, and I hear both these films. I think both those films would benefit from a little extra breathing.
Oh no!
As for the other films set to come out for the rest of this year, studios have to ask themselves and be honest about it. Are they the same level of quality and 4-quadrant crowd pleasers as Shang-Chi? Even Eternals is more cerebral, a la Dune, which has buzz out of Venice, but only an okay Rotten Tomatoes score. Apparently, Ghostbusters, which previewed
that's going to be a
CinemaCon,
success.
and who knows if everybody was just on.
All right. We don't have to watch the whole thing. That's why I watch Grace Randolph. She's great. I also wanted to share something fun. I follow this YouTube group called Martial Club. They follow martial arts. I don't think I'm going to play the volume, but it's just like a quick minute behind the scenes of the training for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Behind the scenes, Andy Lee, Death Dealer actor. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers. Oh, I can't say anything. Darn it. Because some people didn't see it yet. All right, let's look at this. This is something. Check them out. I'm going to check out their channel more often, too, because I'm really getting the martial arts. Here, okay. Death Dealer. Now, you remember him from the movie, right?
Yeah.
I think he was a cool character. I can't say anything else because I don't want to give spoilers. But no, I can't say it. I'm sorry. But this is a good video to check it out. Giving a lot of people in the martial arts community a lot of work with. I think they're going to have a lot more work with the sequels, and I think it's going to be trending. And Hollywood projects are going to start coming out more that aren't just made in Asian countries in China, because that's a lot of the haters say, well, they're not giving respect. They're acting like they're the first to do it. They're not giving respect to Asian cinema. Yeah, they've done it, but there's also story points they can't do in China and stuff. I like that Hollywood is embracing and giving big budgets to these films.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think of his character, Death Dealer?
I don't remember anything about that character.
I mean, that's why my disappointment. Right. Because he looked cool. I like the action. I like the behind the scenes. And what about Aquafina? I like Aquafina a lot.
You know, I was a little nervous about her when I saw the trailers. I thought she would be annoying, but I liked the character. She was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like the movie. So
H. Barch says they should have de-aged Jackie Chan. You're right. No, it's kind of...
BRB.
Okay. But yes, Jackie Chan would. I think if it was a different time, if the MCU was popular in the early 2000s, then Jackie Chan would have had a good shot. Maybe. He was still older then too, so I don't know. I would have loved that. Would be a perfect casting though. H. Barch, you're right. All right, let me see what else I have here. Okay, let's get to a hot topic about, I don't know. I love Zendaya. Because this might be another clip out. This is something she said in an interview that she wants to direct. And I'm not trying to do the anti-SJW either, but I wanted to. I was hoping Saggy could weigh in on this too. What do we think? And in the chat, and what's a sensitive subject, but she really says, I want to direct, but I know I'm only going to cast Black women. I don't. Now, I think listen, even though I don't necessarily agree with that, like having that preface right away, I'm not going to hate on her for it because I think that that's coming from. Let me get to the exact quote here so we have the context. Let me see. Let me bring up. Hold on, I have it on. Oh, I have it on Twitter. I'll bring that up. Get up. Justin is lost. I'm going to take some of these tabs down, and I'll bring it up. The exact quote from Twitter, and then discuss in the chat what we think. I want to get your honest reaction, Goldman and Eddie, on this. And I'm sure it's just a moment. It's just we're just waiting for the people to pick this up. So let's see here. Okay, and I did check. This was she actually said this. This isn't just the reporter, leading into what she did say. This Zendaya says, if I ever do become a filmmaker, I know that leads of my films will always be Black women. I gotta hurry up and figure out to effing become a director, man. I'm trying. I'm learning every day. I really am. So apparently she does want to become a director. But what's your thoughts on that? What's your interpretation of that? Do you think it's because they're underrepresented in film? I mean, we're doing better. We're doing better than we used to. But saying only, I'm always. It didn't say at the start or anything. I always. What do you think of that? Maybe if she's just doing Black women's stories or Black characters because she wants to see more of that. But what's your thoughts?
I somewhat understand because, I mean, as a storyteller, when you're telling a story, you want to try to be able to empathize with your main character as much as possible. And if your main character at least shares some characteristics as the writer, it could be easier for you to empathize and create a more compelling story. Like if I was to write a story about being a Black woman, I would do an awful job because I don't know what that's like. So,
and to be fair, like the counter argument from The Usual Suspects is, oh, she's trying to say she's the first Black woman in a movie ever. No, it's saying when we got them in the past, they may have been side characters, not main characters, or if they were main characters, the director didn't do anything wrong, but a lot of the time it's through the lens of a Black or a white man telling a Black woman's story, or a white man writer or a white woman writer. This is why what Marvel is doing is really cool. When they get a lot of flack for it, is getting representation in front of and behind the screen in all facets, and that's why you don't get that often enough. And Matt Jarbo has entered the building. Hey, Matt.
Hi.
So yeah, I don't really have a problem with what you said. I mean, I'll
Okay.
be honest. If I was ever,
Well,
I mean, if I've always thought about like writing stories and
Well,
stuff.
the argument will be if a white person said this.
Well, a white
Would be-
person should probably not
No.
say that.
Okay, but yeah, we'll get Matt Jarbo's expertise.
if-
Yeah.
Good timing.
On
Good
what a
timing.
white person should do, I may be not the best person for
No,
that.
no,
but,
not what. Definitely not what you should do.
I mean, I'd be honest. If I were to ever make movies, I mean, when I picture the dream movies in my head, my main characters are white. That's just the way my brain works.
Mhm.
And
That's
I'm
not
sure-
uncommon, by the way.
Yeah, because I want to try to empathize with my main characters as much as possible, and that's just the way my brain works. So I have no judgments towards Zendaya for.
Well, I'm not going the anti-SJW route, Jarbo, but it's only a matter of time that the usual suspects pick this quote from her. I'll give you the quote. I read it to.
About being a director and then only wanting to direct black women.
Yeah, what's your thoughts on that?
I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
I don't care. I look. Here's the thing, man. It's like if those are the stories she wants to tell, then let her tell those stories. Like
Exactly.
that's the whole point. Is like if she wants to cast like I don't know. It doesn't matter. It never matters because her movies will be not for that audience, and that's okay. Movies don't have to be for every audience. I think that's a kind of a really bad take to have.
Exactly.
Because movies are very intrinsic to the creator who made them, especially like stuff that Zendaya is going to do. So it's not going to be like, Marvel movies are made with the widest appeal in mind. Movies like the ones Zendaya is going to make are just going to be like,
what would
Netflix indie films.
Well, how would you flip the script on, the haters saying a white person can't say that, so she shouldn't be able to say it either. A white person can't say, I only want to work with white women.
Well, the key there, and this is just, again, probably like the best take I can give on that one, is don't ever actually say that out loud.
Okay. I shouldn't.
No. You're saying it hyperbolically.
Yeah.
Right? Like these guys are not going to say it hyperbolically. These are the guys that are going to be like, but white people.
Think context, right? Context of the history of Hollywood and representation, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, too, it's like, look, if you want to, a Goldman's right. When you write, you generally write with what you know in mind. And so, like white people generally write with white people in mind because that's the experience that they live. So, if you're trying to like get the help of, if you want to bring in another character and have the character be, what's the word I want to use here? A different perspective, then you would go seek out a person who can offer that different perspective. Generally speaking, we as the whites can't do that. Like we can't really offer that as much because it's just not something we're able to give.
We have different perspectives that just don't necessarily have to do with race.
Well, I get that there's not an abundance of black stories by black women and written, directed, all of that. So we're not getting a real authenticity. Even though another writer might try, it's not going to be as organic or as polished and as representative as it could be. So I get that. Like Jordan Peele, he's doing amazing things. Well, some have not liked the more recent offerings, but he's been really going that route too, where he's telling the stories, writing from the perspective, and he's had great success. So I get why she wants to do it. I don't really have an issue with it. I don't want to. When she says always, though, always okay. But there is a big hole there that needs to be told, though. I agree with that. Eddie, you have any final thoughts on this? No problem at all. What's your thoughts in Zendaya? Wow, she looked amazing. I like Zendaya, unlike Huanga. I don't know what the problem is with Huanga. He's just not fan with Zendaya in the Dune promos, the trailers. He's like her wooden acting. I don't have any issues with her acting. Any thoughts on any critique of her abilities as an actress?
No, I don't think so. And about the color thing too. I mean, there is underrepresentation. I know people like to say, it's getting, there's agenda. Everything's getting pushed for different, cultures and minorities and all that stuff in Hollywood to tell different stories. But look at that. If she's a director, she has her right to have those type of stories.
well, I hope she follows through with it. To learn to be a director too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say something. This might be like an awful analogy, but
okay.
When you're a fan of just something, but you've never been able to actually create it, and everything you've experienced, like, you always think, oh, I'm okay, let me restart. So when you're a fan of something, and you've watched something, or you've experienced something your whole life, but you've never actually been able to create it, you always want to add your own touch that you felt. Everything else you've consumed never catered to you, in a sense. Like, say a young kid wants a house or something, right? And they want a giant Star Wars room, like a whole room devoted to Star Wars. I've never seen a house where they had a whole room devoted to Star Wars.
I've seen Enosh's house.
Yeah, well, there we go. So since Star Wars matters a lot to me, when I get my own house one day, I'm going to make sure I have a room devoted to Star Wars.
Okay.
In the case of Zendaya, again, this might not be the great analogy. Her race is something that matters a lot to her.
Mm-hmm.
She's been a big fan of film probably her whole life. And most of her life, she probably hasn't seen many movies with black women as the leads. So once she has the power to make her own movies, it's in human nature to want to finally do that.
Eddie, behave. You're trying to get. He's looking at him in the chat. No, that's a great analogy. Yeah, it means a lot to her. And
I thought he was laughing.
There is a big void that needs to be filled with more. This is just representation matters, and it is a market that hasn't been catered to as much as the usual suspects. We've been privileged as white people to just always have our stories there. Our stories were always there, since Hollywood began. So we don't understand you, and to mock people that say they want stories from their culture, their heritage, and told by authentically. Why would you mock that? No. So I just thought it was something that worth the cover. I wasn't necessarily against it. I don't like always saying always, but because that could limit. But there's lots of stories to tell, though. So she'll have, if she does become a director, she'll have a lot there. Okay, here's one that's gonna get Jarbo all worked up.
In a good way or like a bad way?
All right, let's talk about the Friday Night Whites. What if the white bros won't admit they lied and Shang-Chi is a success and they can't admit it? I don't know if I should subject you to Odin's. Like, we watched Grace.
Did you see what Simu Liu put on Instagram today?
Yes.
Yeah, I covered that at the beginning. Yes.
I had to put my kids down. I just saw it. So
you got to make a video on that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm working on the thumbnail right now. As we speak.
Here's Angus. If you love America, America should be about diversity. And I'm not saying in recent years that we've been the world leaders that we think we are, but I think we should try to set an example for representation. No other countries, they do their own thing. They not everywhere, but some countries just do their thing and they don't worry about that. Like, for example, potentially China. They're even prejudiced against other Asians or other Chinese people, just like they might not like the look of Simu Liu. So if you're saying, and I know Angus loves America and loves, I think you even served with respect to your service, But if you want to say America's the best, then we should strive for that. I think. I don't know what's your thoughts, guys. Why do we strive for representation? Why is it important? I'm on board now. I've saw the alternative is a bunch of beta boys complaining about women and diverse people getting jobs, and it makes me sick.
That sounded pretty funny, Max. You're like, I'm on board with diversity now. Like, oh, where were you beforehand? Nowhere.
No. Because I saw they had a small point at the beginning. Remember The Last Jedi, and then I saw, okay, what are you offering? There's no plan except to just hate on stuff. There's no plan for anything. And I thought the real problems with the sequel trilogy have nothing to do with diversity or identity politics. It was just execution, storytelling. And the main agenda was not Kathy with Forces Female. It was with release dates after we spent billions of dollars getting Star Wars. That was the main problems. It had nothing to do with the bullshit they were saying. But what's your thoughts on that though? Because I'm guessing Angus's point of view is, why, if other countries don't worry about it, why should we?
America's the melting pot of the world.
Yes.
I mean, we embrace all cultures here, so why not have all culture? Well, yeah, we used to, until a lot of people all of a sudden started realizing that majority that they held on to for so long might be, I don't know, slightly slipping away. And then they start really kind of grabbing the pearls, aiming for those fainting couches and yelling at the sky.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, no, they're all, I don't know. Look, who cares? Honest to God, like, look, if someone wants to tell a story, like, I'm not a fan of multiverses. I think they're dumb. I do. Even in Marvel stuff, I'm enjoying it, but I still think it's kind of stupid. But I'm like still going to check it out. If it's good, it's good. If it's not good, I'm not going to watch it again. Like, that's at the end of the day, all you got to do. All of this of like, oh, they're taking our culture. What does that even mean? Taking our culture.
It goes back to you talk about agenda, the replacement theory, and I'm going to keep hammering this home. It's elements of that were being replaced. White guys aren't going anywhere. There's still a lot of entertainment, but I honestly, if I see a cast and it's mostly white, I'm like, I get bored seeing like promo images now. I'm like, I kind of want to see a little different takes and different personalities, and I get more excited about it. Okay, H. Bart says multiverse. Angus is really coming hot on this one. Tell new stories. Don't use established characters and identity swap them. It's demeaning to minorities. Yes, tokenism can be.
What characters are getting?
Well, there are a lot of race swap characters, and
Eternals is basically race swaps and gender swaps. The main cast, I guess.
But I agree to a point, Angus, that it would be good for Hollywood to put the money and build up new characters too. But there's so much existing in entertainment that is overly white character. It's like, because of the history of entertainment, there's just so many white characters.
What happens is that when people do create new characters, they still crap on them. I mean, Shang-Chi's always been an Asian character, and they're crapping on Shang-Chi because Simu Liu has made a few comments.
If it's important, if it's integral to the character, that's a different argument. But if it's possible to race swap,
Mm-hmm.
and the actor or actress is really talented, I say why not? And it's a small inconvenience for white privilege. I'm sorry.
And then, I watched a video today. It was about the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Oh, here's Nerdette. Nerdette, I want to have you on the show. I really want to have you on the show. I want to talk Marvel and comics. She's been doing great work over on her channel. Go check her out. Oh, I have some breaking news too. Potentially, Ethan Van Sciver might want to do an interview or collab on this channel. I don't know
Bad
if it's
idea.
actually going to. Okay. Oh,
Ethan.
I'm open to suggestions.
I saw you post that earlier. Ethan's a scumbag of epic proportions, man.
Well, Nerdette, I want Nerdette's opinion too. Should I have Ethan on, Nerdette? What do you think? I want your advice, Nerdette, because I value your advice. And then also, Forced Adversity said he might want to do a collab too. And I know me and Matt were saying we want to talk to him too.
Yeah. That's someone. Look, that's someone you can actually have a valid conversation with.
I don't remember
You
what I was
know.
talking about.
Force Adversary is just another channel, but if you guys hear a door slam, it's my kids. So.
Oh
Oopsie.
wow. Okay, they're dead. Hot take. Okay, I might have to take her advice. All right, I would. Okay, all right.
Right.
Angus just says yeah.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
Right.
I would. Okay. You. I know. You. I value your content, Nerdette, and I know you have a different opinion. But I was a little surprised that you're like, no way. Yeah. Okay. Forced diversity. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. Now there's a lot of EVS. All right. So I won't highlight. I won't make us watch everything that I was going to highlight, but I do want to have this conversation about what if they won't admit it, that they were wrong, that they're lying, and that they have more of an agenda than Hollywood ever has, or MCU writers ever have, to feed into their pals. You know, like the ones that run Bounding in the comics. They're all a circle jerk of constant clicks. They all know each other. They are so reliant on finding the next thing to hate on.
Question: have these channels actually been significantly growing within the past few months?
I know. So I looked at Geeks and Gamers the other day just for the hell of it, and I saw that he has actually not been. His channel didn't even clear 800,000 views during this last month, and his and it hasn't had substantial subscriber growth since I think Game of Thrones came out, and that was a couple years ago. And so. Yeah, he's so, but then again, it's like even looking at D-Day Cobra, you would think, oh yeah, that would probably, do okay because he was pushing the election fraud nonsense for a while, but that's also capped out to the point of where that hasn't grown either. And so yeah, you can kind of tell that there's really not much going on with them right now. They still get views, they still get to have their simps, obviously. But they're not really growing as much as you might think.
Well, they have a subscriber count, but their views aren't what they once were.
Well, that's until they can find a way to, like, the Kevin Smith thing was like, keep in mind, like every month something flares up, right? Every month something comes along that they're able to hit.
You're just waiting for the next big thing to happen.
Is this 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
We don't have any here.
Okay.
But
I'm just kidding. Thank you, Saggy, for coming on.
The point I was trying to make is that if these channels haven't been growing significantly recently, then does it really matter what agenda they're spewing? Because they're placating to their own audience.
The audience is enough.
They
pollute
pollute
the same thing. So
they pollute movie talk
everywhere.
They pollute movie talk. It's everywhere.
There's a bunch of them.
I had my pal George told me about a 13-year-old that was saying some really bullshit stuff, and then he found out he watched what he watches. They are influenced. This is what I said at the beginning of YouTube when I became a YouTuber. I'm like, people don't get influenced by these. Social media influence. Oh, it's scary how much they get influenced.
Well,
I was influenced.
Max, I have to ask real quick. Are you having like an epileptic seizure right now?
Oh my god!
Because like he's moving his leg, he's kicking his leg on the desk.
I have a shaking problem.
And it looks like you're like, I can hear it, and then I look at you and it just looks like you're having. Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I have Zeno's commented on before. I have a shaking problem with my stuff. I take medicine. Stuff.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I didn't know. I was just making.
Wow, Matt.
No, he was concerned. He's concerned.
Like you just you're sitting there like, yeah, you're just kind of rocking back and forth real quick. It's like, are you all right?
Well, Saggy, we need to talk to Nerdette. We really do. She's amazing. Her channel's great. People are waking up to their BS, and there's definitely a ceiling effect in the anti-SJW community.
Nerdette is probably 1,000 times better than Nerdrotic, that fucking moron. So.
Oh wow! Watch the language. Watch the language, RJ. Man, he went crazy on his stream.
Well, here's the thing. It's like some people are waking up, but not enough, right? Because you still have people who spread their BS, and they're going to continue to do so. That's why I do what I do, is because like I call people out that do it, because you know it comes to a point where like enough's enough. You people are building your platforms off of lying and over exaggerating things and just being disingenuous, and you're getting paid to do this. And it's like people who have great content. The Goldman has an amazing channel. He taught, you know, I'm not big into Star Wars, but I will watch what he says because he dumbs it down for people like me. He makes sense. It's sense to normies.
Oh wow.
He has great content. Oh, you're amazing too, Nerdette. Much love.
Can you
to
imagine Nerdette and Saggy teaming up? That would be amazing.
Me and Nerdette would be, we'd raise hell on.
Oh my god!
You know, even though Matt Jarbo has his history, and sometimes he has. Here's my thing. Jarbo has good content. He talks about movies, and if you don't like his takes, it doesn't matter. He still has great content. Everybody on this panel brings something, but they're honest and genuine. You know, Jarbo.
Well, no. Hold on a second. According to the comments on my stream I just did, I'm a lefty I'm a lefty SJW, and apparently everyone's gonna like ignore my channel.
I get called that all the time.
Right, but that's because they are so deep in with these other YouTubers. You know, here's the thing. I Goldman's channel. You don't see a lot of hate on his channel because they know he's genuine and he's not talking about craziness and he's not saying anything that's not true. That's why his content's good. He's not pissing off people with his opinions.
I wish I wasn't pissing off people.
Nah, you're fine. I think you're fine.
But I've got my fair share of ratios in terms of likes and dislikes. So.
Right, but that's just, I mean, that's everything. But my thing overall
well,
is
Ray is not a Mary Sue really trigger pulls.
I said that back in 2015, by the way. I said that. There's literally a video on my other channel. I said that back in 2015, right after Star Wars came out.
Man made a better video than you did, Jarvis.
Oh no! I got ratioed the hell and back. Are you kidding me?
So my Raise Mary Sue video, it's sitting at just under 30,000 views. It has 1,688 likes and 1,910 dislikes.
Oh wow,
that's not bad though, all things considered.
Damn.
Whoa, what the? That's true.
I mean, it doesn't bother me, but I just thought it was funny.
Recently,
I've been getting comments on someone who's been watching all my videos titled, and his username is the sequel trilogy is garbage.
Oh Lord! I mean, we all got our fair share of haters, but I like people who are real and like when they make content. Like I said, like Black Ink said, I don't know Star Wars, but I will watch once in a while the Goldman's videos because he has good content. He has a good way of talking about whether you agree or not. He's being real. This is something he's passionate about. He knows his stuff, except for Legend of Korra. But anyways, no, he really does know his stuff, and that's what makes him worth watching. But you know, you have all these big YouTubers, these massive people with platforms that are basically just making content for the sake of making it. Just saying whatever comes to mind that will get them to be like, yeah, you're on my side. Let's keep this anger going. Like Doomcock always says, stay angry because that's what they want you to do is stay angry. What the hell are you wearing?
Props.
Oh, that's a water tribe.
Hey, nice. Represent.
This is not just a Water Tribe hoodie. It's a Korra hoodie.
Where did you get?
Nice.
I want to get one of those. I want to get one of those for my wife.
I'm a little sus because when I ordered this hoodie, my credit card got hacked.
Your wife?
But I still got the hoodie, so
your credit card got hacked for
it could have been a complete coincidence that the day I got this hoodie, my credit card got hacked because I got this off like a sketchy website. That was a very sketchy website.
Okay, yeah, that's probably
it.
I just saw a mask.
Yeah, so at that convention, yesterday, there were a lot of Legend of Korra cosplayers, and I really just wanted to walk up to them and be like, "Korra sucks," but I was being nice, and I was there for Ray Fisher. So
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that H parts. I like Matt Jarvis.
I'd pay
too much.
Dude, I'd get my ass handed to me. He's like in his early 20s. I'm nearly 40.
You'd make $1 million.
Oh yes, Nerdette, we're gonna make it happen.
Well, no, she said she was gonna email me, and I was looking for it, but I'm gonna email her.
She got my last name wrong. There we go. There, she fixed it.
Jarno, Matt Jarno.
What am I, a pizza? It's not delivery. It's the Jarno.
I am picking you over EVS. I'm picking you over EVS because EVS said he might want to collab. I'd rather collab with Nerdette's nude.
Wait, I'm sorry. What?
That ain't a collab, Max. Trust me. It ain't a collab. Here's the thing with EVS. I'll just be honest with you. If you have any hyperbole that you want to say to EVS, he will challenge you on it instantly. If you can't produce the documentation, the receipts instantaneously, he declares it a victory, regardless of the context. So it's absolutely a bait into getting you to admit that you were wrong, and then he's very good at that.
Okay.
So that's kind of the whole point.
We got a better option anyway, right?
Wait, where the heck did Nerdette's comment go?
What do you mean?
I'm looking at my screen. It doesn't show her comment where she put her email. It's weird. It just skips.
Well, it's on the screen right now.
Yeah, it's this. You're not important enough, Saggy. We kind of figured this out.
I was trying to copy and paste it because I didn't just type it.
Well, we're gonna have to redo a article from yesterday because I want Saggy's take on
Wait,
this.
you can do it in the back.
This is on geekosity.com. Warner Brothers wants actor of color for Michael Keaton's live-action Batman Beyond.
For what role?
Terry McGinnis?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
But
you can't.
Saggy, couldn't if you argue that Terry McGinnis was coded as an Asian American character, though?
Shut your face. Shut your face.
No,
because
what?
Terry
No.
McGinnis,
What? No.
It wouldn't make sense.
Where did you ever get? Where did that come from?
It's been a popular thing.
Pause.
Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of shippers, man.
Pause.
We got to hear Saggy. This is Saggy's article.
It doesn't go with the story. Spoiler alert for those of you who don't remember Batman Beyond, but Terry McGinnis is basically Bruce Wayne's clone. So it wouldn't make sense. You can't have a black Batman because Terry McGinnis is a Bruce Wayne clone. So if Michael Keaton is a white guy, how is Terry McGinnis a clone if he's
what if it's a mixed race actor?
They made a clone of Jango Fett that's a girl.
It doesn't matter. It has to be. He's a clone of Bruce Wayne.
What if they changed
direct clone?
He was created by Argus.
What if they change that one story point and make it work and it's still really good?
It's important to the story, though.
Okay. All right.
It's important to the story of Batman Beyond. Like, you don't find out till like much later during a movie where Terry McGinnis comes out and they're like, yeah, he's a clone of Bruce Wayne. And that was like, holy crap. That's why all these things happen. That's why Terry McGinnis became Batman, because he is a clone of Bruce Wayne. Like, that's the whole point of it.
I mean, we found out later on though, because that was
too late, Carlos.
They showed it in the Justice League Unlimited episode. So I don't think it's that.
All right, so
it is important though. So you can't do that.
I really wanted you to cover this on your channel. I thought you would pick this up. Well, this is Geekosity. You have to follow Geekosity. But
I mean, I love Mikey. I don't read. I'm a person.
This is the way of the internet. Is reading articles to your viewers. You don't even have to do anything else except read poorly.
I don't
to your audience.
Listen,
that is actually relatively correct.
And Matt Jarbo started this lame ass shit.
I was one of the first people. Yeah, no, really, back in like back in early 2016. I was like, wait, I can bring the article on screen, and then like everybody started bringing the article on screen. So I'm a trendsetter. Also, I'm sorry.
That's how Jeremy became big.
Hold on, let me get this straight. Everybody here gets super triggered when the friggin' character is race swap, but this is the one you decide that's okay.
I say wait and see. I used to say, oh, come on.
It's so weird how people will cry about a certain character being race swapped, but Terry McGinnis, it's completely okay all of a sudden.
No, I didn't. No, I used to. I didn't cry about it. I say it's a small inconvenience for the viewer, and if let's see how it plays out in the execution.
Just make the story the way the story was told. Why do you have to race swap a character? We always talk about race swapping and how it gets annoying, but now all of a sudden we're completely fine with Terry McGinnis being a black guy.
I'm not saying a black guy. I'm just saying some people have some people interpret it. Hold on, no. Person of color meaning Asian, Muslim, like any other ethnicity other than be just black. Some people have coded Terry McGinnis to be an Asian character. I'm not saying I personally.
Who are those people? Who are those people? And what is their Tumblr?
I honestly would have to go back and look. Some people interpret him as an Asian character because the way he looks in the show. They interpret him as looking Asian.
He looks Asian, though, to be honest with you.
Yes, he looks Asian in the show. Yes.
My point is for the story, and I know people are saying that the whole clone thing was stupid. I thought it was kind of a shock, and it kind of made sense in my head, but that's fine. But my whole point is, if they're going to tell that story of that Terry McGinnis being Batman's basically clone, then you can't cast.
Or if they remove that,
you can remove it.
But
you keep everything else the same, just that he's not a clone.
But here's my thing, like.
I think that's cooler, though. I think him being a clone is cooler.
No, that's stupid.
Right.
I think it's cooler that he's just a normal kid that gets brought in.
Connor's a clone of Superman. Why is that a thing? Like, Connor's a clone of Superman.
Point
So
for Saggy.
I don't want
Saggy's winning this
Terry
argument.
McGinnis to be a ripoff of Superboy.
But what do you mean?
I'm just saying,
what?
why is it that all the successors have to be clones? Why can't you just be a kid who was brought up and discovered by Bruce Wayne in the same storyline?
Connor is a clone between Superman and friggin' Lex Luthor.
I know.
He's not just a Superman clone.
Well, I know. I'm just saying. My point is, why is it?
Wait, hold on. How do they take two men and clone them into one other man?
That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, like, was it
TV magic? They cloned him. I don't know.
Okay, so I mean, because like sometimes I've heard about that with like a pair of husbands that want to have a child, and they both finish into a cup, and then that's squeegeed into a woman, but they never know who the father is. It's just one of them is the father. Sorry, turkey baster. My mistake. My mistake.
Here's the thing.
The squeegee comes afterward to get off what they missed.
Well, you gotta do the into the baster, I suppose.
Here's the thing with people like blinded. I get you think it's dumb blinded, but the reason why him being a clone was important was for them to say the reason why Terry McGinnis was cloned and why there always has to be a Batman. That was the whole point. That's why they cloned him. There always has to be a Batman. Bruce Wayne was too old and he had no successors. He had no children of his own. All the other Robins instead.
He went through Robins like that.
Right. He went through Robins. None of the Robins wanted to be Batman, so they decided to clone a Batman so that there would always be a Batman. That's why his cloning was important.
Well, because Robins were cannon fodder, so it was like
right. But the Robins didn't want to be Batman; they wanted to be their own entity. That's why Dick Grayson became Nightwing. That's why Jason Todd decided to be Red Hood.
What the hell is this, Degrassi? I don't know what. I hope not.
Jarbo is pregnant, by the way.
Arnold did. Anybody watch Junior?
Jarbo's 7 months pregnant, guys. He's due soon.
Junior.
Are you the one who got him pregnant, Saggy?
No.
Is that why you're laughing? Because
if the baby
I called you out.
Listen, if the baby comes out a little darker than normal, then it's probably mine.
Oh man, I could say a horrible joke. I'm just not gonna say.
No, please.
I'm just not gonna say it because Saggy has said something before. I'll type it in the private chat. Okay.
All right. What if the white bros won't admit that they're wrong and that their agenda? Let's do a little quick clip of a horror show in the pool house. Them trying to explain why they're not actually haters. We'll just do a small clip. This is just we're not going to do a long clip. We'll just because RJ's got a stream in like 28 minutes too, so we're all going to jump over there. I'm not going to go too long. And then if you have any other questions for the panel, live from Jeremy's pool house. Shang Chi Box Office is a triumph. They're all running with us. The same exact point.
Did you guys see that Simu Liu actually laughed at them?
Yep.
Yes. If you were here for the beginning of the show, RJ, you would know that I covered this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to be here on time, RJ.
I'm sorry.
Like I am.
Oh, let's who's talking. Goldman, the one time.
By the way, no, here's it, Max. I just want you to know, if you didn't know this, Goldman has this thing now where he always shows up on my stream and the first thing he says is, "Where's Max?"
I want to know that too. Thank you, Goldman, because she doesn't have me on her show anymore.
I don't have anyone on my show. Really.
I know.
Do you know
what
kind of show I do?
I know. I'm sad.
You had someone on today, you liar.
Yeah, you liar.
Yeah,
I'm not jolly. I'm not good enough because I'm not jolly. What the hell?
Yeah.
Puppet.
He can't diss on
I
Max.
thought we were besties, like you said earlier today. No,
Max can throw shade just like the best of them.
Yeah. I don't see Goldman or Brian on there. Just jolly. I'm jealous of jolly.
Too scared to debate me about Cora.
No, I listen. I told you, your house or mine, Goldman. We could do it on mine, so it doesn't look like I'm clout chasing you. Okay.
Someday. There's not much clout to chase from me.
Yeah, so much for Max appreciate. Thank you, Rhea. Thank you.
I'm a huge Max appreciator.
Yes.
I did a whole stream for you. What the hell?
Well, that was last month. No.
Okay, well, quit YouTube again. We'll do it
no. I'm joking.
That's a real "what have you done for me lately" sort of thing.
Right, damn.
I can't. I regretted even joking about it.
That was a good joke, Max.
And I gave you $50 the other night.
I know.
That's like a knife.
Twice.
Man.
You gave me two 50s.
No one gives me $50.
Oh no!
You gotta put out more, Goldman. You gotta put out.
I do. I gotta do. I am planning on actually.
Well, you do put out more. Oh, breaking news.
All right.
Well,
I guess.
time out. Okay.
That's cool.
Putting out more content.
Oh, okay.
What does my sexy Ryan Kinnell and Jeremy have to say?
Oh, you know what? I really have an issue with you, Saggy, calling him sexy. He's a sellout. He's an asshole.
That doesn't mean he's not good looking.
He sold out fandom.
Yeah, it does.
Selling out fandoms to make hate click videos is not good looking.
You can't tell me Jeremy's not a good looking guy, man. He's a pretty attractive.
Jeremy or Kinnell?
I think Kinnell's kind of adorable. He's got that little adorable baby face going on.
Oh God.
And Jeremy's got that like pin you up against the wall type face.
What the?
Wait.
Did you just say pin you up against the wall face?
Yeah. Wow. Now we know Saggy's an infiltrator. She's an infiltrator, guys. Yeah. She was sent here by Geeks and Gamers to break down the House of Madness.
That sounds a little R word.
It makes sense.
He's gonna pin you up. What?
Look, first of all, whoa, you took that too far, Max. What the hell?
Pin you up against? Oh my God! Kinnell's head is too big for. I don't know what I'm saying.
I think Ryan Kinnell looks like he sucked on a lemon. He's got that lemon face going on.
He's a lemon.
Then again,
we don't judge people's appearances here. We don't do that.
I've got more roles than a bakery, so
Goldman is trying to rate it in. You're right, Goldman. I'm sorry, I misbehaved.
No,
I don't want
you're right.
I don't want to become the thing I hate. I don't.
I have no room to talk.
We hold each other accountable here.
Yes, accountability
crime
over entertainment. Well, entertainment too, but yeah, accountability. Yes.
What? What is everyone against good-looking men? I can still listen. They can be bad people and they can still be good-looking. I'm just saying.
Because entertainment over accountability. That's why.
Listen. The Night Stalker really murdered people, and he had women like throwing themselves at him, which was weird. But he was still good-looking. He was just a psychopathic killer. I'm just saying.
All right,
yeah, people like Dexter too.
Well, let's further out through. Let's watch a little bit of this.
And then they're all Asian products, maybe in Asian countries. The people making this film are disrespectful and completely disregard towards Asian. The idea that only thing out of Hollywood's considered the first real is absolute garbage and angers me. That's what it's all about. That's how they marketed this shit. Yeah, you know.
No, I just hate seeing those two motherfuckers together. I just get triggered out.
Wait, I can't.
Wait.
I couldn't hear what he said through his false teeth. What exactly was that?
Hold on. Can somebody don't unpause it. Can somebody screenshot that picture and send it to me in a DM on Twitter, please? Yeah, screenshot this picture.
That's a sexy look, both of them. Yeah.
Oh my God, Jeremy, right now, like those come get it eyes, bro. I can't.
He's got that hand up just ever so slightly, just like
right.
Yeah.
It's like I want him to grace my face with that finger, like
Jesus Christ.
As he sits over there and silently co-signs everything Ryan's saying.
Melons, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I am. I'm not gonna lie. Jeremy kind of cute. Though.
All right,
Saggy just likes these trash white boys, man.
Basically,
she likes bad boys. I mean, this is
she likes trashy white boys.
I like bad boys.
Hey.
Max, you gotta show the video that I sent you.
I like you, Brian. You're a bad boy.
All right, I will.
I'm also a slightly trashy white guy too. What of it? That's not cool.
I think I'm gonna shave now.
Saggy's part of the problem. Don't encourage these jerks.
Manscaping.com.
Give a nice guy a try.
Hashtag shave my balls.
Listen, they look good. Oh,
I can grow my beard now. I'm starting to look.
You really think they look sexy? The next words out of their mouth is going to be identity politics.
Listen. Look at Jeremy's face right there. You cannot.
What about that?
Those eyes say, "Come get it."
I think I'm going to vomit.
Come get it. Look at them. They say, "Come get it, girl," and I'm like, "Yes."
Oh my gosh.
You would come get it. Oh my God.
Yeah, what? He's married anyways.
Get the bucket.
He's married. It's okay.
This did not go the way I anticipated.
To be fair, that don't mean shit these days.
Saggy is breaking my show. I am here to mock these idiots, not say they come get it.
Bro, Ryan Kinnell's face right there looks so confused. But
I was a nice guy growing up, and I was a mama's boy.
I'm loving Jeremy's face right now. That was a perfect freeze frame. Yes, Jeremy. Slay, baby, slay.
Strike a pose.
Right?
What you're really liking is my pausing abilities. I am amazing. Yes, that was an amazing pause. All right.
I mean, your pausing game is pretty legit.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Freeze. You know, he loved my pause game so much. He's like, I'm taking a picture. Taking a picture.
This is why I can't have nice things, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. Play the clip.
All right. Well, then they speak. They ruin it by their words.
And one of the reasons that we do it, or that they do it, is so that they can get the media immediately on their side. Yep. Right? So then the media feels like they have to, because in this virtue signaling world, that's how it is.
Bullshit.
Oh, this is something that's pushing minorities. We have to support it no matter what. That is their ideology. That's
but
how
it's
they
good too.
Think.
But it's good. It's good.
Minorities in your house, motherfucker.
Whoa!
Why is everyone dropping F-bombs and C-words tonight? What is going on?
Because it gets people upset.
Because I'm over it.
This is annoying.
Well, listen. Let's have the discussion there. This is what they're saying. Their spin is that Hollywood is being toxic to Asian cinema, acting like they're the first to do it. Did they actually make that claim, though? This is the straw man they're presenting and gaslighting to the audience. Did they make that claim, or did they say this is a first representation in Hollywood?
Did they have this issue with Black Panther? I'm very curious.
Yes, they did.
Yes.
But why? Why? It's like, here's the thing.
They said it was overhyped and that people were treating it like the first black superhero movie when it wasn't.
Here's the thing, though, right? When people race swap characters, you guys cry about it.
I don't cry about it.
No, not you. I'm talking about these guys on the screen.
They cry about it.
Yeah, they cry about it. That's what I'm saying.
The white bros.
Yes, the guys on the screen. When people race swap your characters, you guys cry about it. However, when they actually make a movie that gives proper representation of a character's race, and they make a whole movie about it, you're crying about it. So, like, do you just want Hollywood to do nothing but white people? Just say that. If that's what you really want, just say it. Because at the end of the day, you cry when people race swap your characters that you like, and then you cry when they make movies about these characters. But if you're gonna cry about Black Panther and Shang Chi because they're all prominently a movie with a lot of black cast or a movie with a Asian cast, just say you want the industry all white. Just white.
They're saying it's virtue signaling when
it's
they're not when it was always there. They're saying we've already progressed where we've had black actors.
We didn't have a Black Panther live action. Black Panther is a black superhero in the MCU, and he was part of the Avengers. That's why they made a movie about him, to put him into the Avengers. That was the whole point. And if they don't understand that, why are you talking? How are you going to call yourself geeks and gamers when you talk about things that geeks would know about? You talk about things that geeks would know about. Just like when Nerderotica was bitching about the whole thing with the bracelets or the rings, right? It's friggin' rings, dude. I will say it on Blueface. Look up martial art iron rings, dude. Look up martial art iron rings. Look at how iron rings are used in martial arts things. Like, this is the problem I'm having with these guys. How are you going to call yourself geeks and you don't even understand the source material?
But Saggy, that's the whole point.
These people don't care about the source material.
No, it's not even that. They know these things, but they're so intellectually dishonest. They don't give a shit because all they want to do is engage in hate clips.
What I want to say.
Get that money.
Here's the thing: if I'm saying you guys and and you think it's about you, it's not about you. Don't imply yourself to something that I'm not talking about you. Because I'm getting mad now because I'm tired of this of talking about this about all the time. Like, literally, what is the point of this? Just say you want white people in entertainment. Just say it.
They can. That'll sound racist.
Well,
I mean, if you're gonna just say,
Saggy, you just said for the story we just covered with Batman Beyond that you wanted it. I mean, this is the kind of thing they'll rage about.
There's a difference. I'm not saying it because I think it's virtual signaling. My reasonings for not wanting a person of color as Terry McGinnis isn't the same reason as these guys are complaining. And here's the thing. Terry McGinnis and race swapping is different than what they're talking about. They're talking about an entire movie that's based on an Asian character, an Asian superhero. It's hello. Do you think they should have casted Shang-Chi as a white guy? Did that work out for friggin' what the hell is that movie that nobody wanted? Iron Fist? Do you know how pissed people were off that white guy was playing Iron Fist? Even though in the comics it's a white dude?
Their main issue is that they're saying that their marketing is claiming that it's something that didn't exist before, and that's disrespecting all the black and Asian actors that were in Hollywood before.
Yeah,
but
these guys have never cared about those people.
But the context is
stupid. This whole argument's dumb.
But the context is those were all through the white men's lens. They were not characters created by Asians, directed by Asians, And a lot of times, all the examples they point to in Asian cinema came from Asian countries. And Hollywood did not put big bank behind Asian characters, and that's the difference.
Can you highlight Shifty Gizm's comment?
Iron Fist was a white guy, though.
Exactly my point, but people were still bitching that Iron Fist was played by a white guy, and because they don't understand the source material. You're right, Iron Fist was always a Caucasian man. But now when you put it on the live screen, people are like, well, why is Iron Fist a white guy? Shouldn't he be Asian? No. And I understand that that white people might have created Asian superhero, or a white guy might have created a black superhero. Does that mean shit? No, it doesn't. It shouldn't. These characters exist. And they created these characters out of respect for the culture. You know, whoever made
I mean, like, Iron Fist is a little bit on the sus side for like some of the tropes.
But
like
Shang-Chi was done great, right?
Well, the origins of Shang-Chi was a little suspect too, but that's
the
where
Fu Manchu thing, yes.
Time and context and progress have made the character better now in its current form.
But here's the thing about Shang-Chi, right? They did their research on Asian culture, right? I was watching RJ's reaction to Nerdrotica's video, and when he was complaining about the weird-looking animals. Yeah, that's mythological Chinese.
Yes, it's all those creatures in that movie, in that sequence, in the third act, they all stem from Chinese mythology.
Exactly.
Well, no, doesn't the nine-tail cat, dog, horse thing, that's Japanese, isn't it?
The nine-tail fox is Japanese, yeah.
Well, Daniel Scott, $2 super chat. Thank you for the support, brother. Have they seen a film with subtitles? I'm sure they have.
No, it's probably the same people. Like Joker should have won Best Picture.
Hey guys, I got a dip. I got to head over to another stream. But this is my thumbnail tonight, so this will be up at 10 p.m. Get out of everyone's way.
So the plan is I'm going over RJ's first, and then I think Matt.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Everybody's all streaming tonight. Everyone's everywhere. Okay, bye.
I'm on Sunday to Thursday, so I'm on.
Where you going, Jarbo?
I'm gonna go over to another person's live stream, talk about food.
Why aren't you saying food?
One of the best. Nice. Geek Prime 009 race swap with Ackman for Jason Momoa, and that's one of the best race swaps ever. There's been different versions of them though, but I love. Yes, it can work. It's great. Gender. What? Oh, the Jarbo leave already. Okay.
I was gonna tell him take care of our baby.
DJ. Game Studios. We'll be talking about Polish superheroes. I have an idea. Okay. Yeah, sure. Go check out DJC Game Studios for Amico talk and some amazing musical tracks. I want my Amico.
Can we get Goldman to play Terry McGinnis? He would make a great Terry McGinnis. Look at him. He would make it work.
Who's Terry McGinnis?
Oh,
Batman
God.
Beyond.
Batman Beyond?
Really?
I'd like to see him in a Star Wars show. I'd like to see Goldman.
I would like to see him do something. He's got the looks and he's got the knowledge. I'd love to see him in Star Wars anything.
Can you act, Goldman?
Never tried it.
I think you should start. Let's get Goldman into acting and get him in a Star Wars show. I'd love that.
We need to get him first. We need to get him a what do you call those things? I forgot what they call, like a picture.
Yeah, I looked up that video that Echo Base talked about. It's that video Echo Base is talking about is sitting at like 265 dislikes, 120 likes, and the title is "A Complete Box Office Failure for Marvel Studios."
Oh, Goldman is Superboy. Oh, they have a good Superboy though. They have a good.
I don't know who's Superboy. I gotta look this up.
I prefer him in Star Wars. I know.
I think he'd make a great looking Terry McGinnis.
Or the live action Wall-E.
When he shakes his beard, Terry McGinnis. Just type in Batman Beyond.
Enough of Saggy's fantasies. Let's get back to this one. She was ready. Saggy was ready to go until they opened their mouth.
I'm still ready to go.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, it is, and it's all about it's going to get overused by me at some point.
What are they going to do together? They both have the same point. 1 point identity.
What is he chewing on? What is Ryan chewing on?
It is projection. It is projection. It is them. So when we call it out and go, this is disrespectful towards Asians.
Oh, you really care. You really care.
Pretending like anything that came before it doesn't matter.
and their response is that we're the toxic ones.
Yeah,
and we're
you are.
like, no, we're just normal people.
Oh, there we go, the normal.
I don't need any. I don't get any cool points for just saying, hey, this is disrespectful towards a group of people, because that's just normal. We're just looking at.
But you're not Asian, Jeremy.
But
You can't speak for what Asian people perceive this as.
What he just described as SJWs. They're the ones that say this is disrespectful.
Here's
He hates SJWs.
Here's my thing, though. He's not Asian.
Whoa.
And he's.
Are you trying to get my stream demonetized?
He's not an Asian
Good
man.
idea, RJ.
And he's not. A lot of Asian people have perceived this movie very well, and I don't understand why he's.
Well, this is where I'm going to call bullshit on these disingenuous, hateful.
They're virtue signaling.
Bastards, right? They're being SJW. If he was being honest, which he doesn't really care about Asian representation, he's saying it's being disrespectful. That is SJW move, Jeremy. So which is it?
Can he go back to just looking hot?
No, he looks pretty. He looks pretty. They're looking really sus there.
No, Ryan actually looks kind of adorable. Yeah, that one with Jeremy on the side does look a little.
He
like,
looks serious.
He looks like I'm gonna get sent to my room.
He's absolutely lying there, because that's everything he's against. Be consistent, man, because you hate when white people, try to virtue signal for minorities and saying this is insulting to Asians. Asian culture. So if you actually hate that and now you're using it as an argument as to why you said it, you're absolutely lying. You're lying.
God.
Okay.
Here it comes.
Eric, why are you always here? If we don't like what we're doing, then don't watch us. Man.
I love Eric.
Exactly.
I love Eric.
Because
You want a super chat?
Because he wants to report back to them and to get attention. That's why.
I think they ignore him. It's because your pull boy gods ignore you, and I don't. That's why you're here, Eric. Welcome anytime. You want to be a member? I'd buy that for $1. I'd buy that for $1.
Eric, every time you want to comment something like this, I want to max strings. Please give him $5 first, and then make a comment.
I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to start ignoring you like your idols that only have one talking point. I'll start ignoring you like Jeremy.
Hold on, pause. No, I got this. Please highlight his comment.
Yeah.
Who are we racist against, Eric? Who we have sad lives and we're racist against whom? Please answer that question. I'm very curious.
Yes, I've been listening.
Who are we racist against?
Guys, what type of content you guys have been making?
I need this answered. I want to know who he thinks we're racist against.
We're racist towards
Stop saying that word. Stop saying ist, because that'll demonetize my stream too. Okay.
Why are you protecting these people?
I don't care what Eric says. He makes me laugh. Eric, you make me laugh. I enjoy your comments. Don't go anywhere. But just pay me next time, okay?
I'm just saying.
Because it's a bunch of white people critiquing another bunch of white people. So where is the discrimination?
Well, we're not
white people critiquing white people. About
I said most white people. There's only like 3 people. It's half and half on this panel.
Okay.
So I'm curious who they think we're discriminating against.
Echo Base, what do you think? Are they going to blaze trails? Thank you, Echo Base, for this constant support, bro. I appreciate it, Nick. Hail Ryan and Jeremy. Why are you hailing them? Because they're going to talk about identity politics?
The Wonder Twins
Hi,
unite.
Nick. Hi, Nick.
Hail the $10.
I mean, what are they going to do when they make the exact same content and they're in the same room now? They're talking about potentially making a studio. Do they need a studio? They're going the Collider route. Jeremy, warning. Your content's not good to sustain a studio and a staff.
Wait, hold on. I have a question.
I'm helping him out. Your content is hate content, has a time limit. You're not that relevant. You're spreading hate out there. There's an expiration date on this. Your time has come. Do not go the Collider route and make a studio and get a staff. Especially when you all have the same goddamn takes. You don't have diversity of thought. You don't. I'm helping him out, Saggy. I'm not being disingenuous. I'm being legit. He should not invest. He's making good money right now. He should not invest in the studio.
Let him spend his money the way he wants to spend his money.
Okay. Well,
it doesn't matter if that's what he wants to do with his money. Let him do it.
I'm helping you out, Jeremy. It's not sustainable, especially when your mini me makes the exact same content as you do, and except better. Yeah,
Max, don't tell him how to spend his money.
If it's a friendly advice.
No, it's his money. Let him spend it the way he wants. It's his money. You don't know his financial situation. Don't assume.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I had to put my foot down on that one.
Nick says to hail them. Okay. I'm not hailing.
Well, he's hailing them. They're hailing them.
Okay. Felt that.
By the way, Echo Base, tell Jeremy I said what's up.
No, don't tell him that. Please don't.
Tell him I said what's up.
No.
Tell him holla at the girl.
Saggy will betray us.
I'm gonna become Geeks and Gamers.
She's gonna be excommunicado like in John Wick.
I'm gonna buy a shirt.
She's gonna betray us all, Goldman, for that. That's Smolder. That's Smolder in that pool house. Jolly is back. I've heard. We only have 5 minutes to RJ. RJ, you ready to go? Because we're gonna pop right over.
No, I'm ready to go. I mean, I'll probably bounce out of here in a couple minutes to get settled in. But...
They pulled 7K plus viewers on Friday Night Whites. There must be a lot of them. There must be a lot of those whites out there. Okay.
I mean, good for them, you know.
I mean,
I can't
you wanted
say
to
the
go that
content
route.
right
You
for
could say
them.
it's a certain type of meeting, but you wanted to go that route.
No, Nick, please don't. No,
Tell
Nick,
Jeremy I said hey. I am gonna start making that Geeks and Gamers money. Hey.
This is the last time you'll see Saggy Melons on MME. No. She can say whatever she wants.
I'm gonna rock a Geeks and Gamers shirt next time you see me. I actually want that hoodie. That hoodie was
All right.
creepy as hell.
Any final comment? I think Goldman's had enough. He's been here for a full 2 hours.
I know, good on Goldman, man.
I know.
Go sub to Goldman if you haven't.
I'm always here.
I've been here since the beginning too, Master.
Oh, thank you, Goldman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's
Eddie's
true.
been here too.
Eddie, we're all thinking that everyone asks about Eddie, saying how he's busy, dude. He's in school now. We wish you the best, Eddie.
Yeah, kind of big bro.
Why did you do that? I wasn't being sarcastic. I was being genuine.
Blow up Eddie again.
No, I'm afraid.
No, blow
don't
up
get my
again.
don't get my video demonetized.
No, I'm
I
not gonna say
appreciate.
anything crazy. I promise.
No,
Eddie,
I'm not worried about you.
Have you been working out, bro? Your arm is looking kind of like big, bro. Like you look like you got some muscle going on there. Well, you've been working.
What the hell?
Yeah, his right arm's
Me and Brian feel left out. In RJ, she hasn't flirted with, and Aaron hasn't flirted with us once. It's all
What
the
are you talking
80.
about?
No, you missed.
Saggy flirts with
Enosh's
me all the
stream.
time.
Yeah.
I
Did you
love
not
it.
see what happened on Enosh's stream, Max?
Oh, right.
I did.
Okay.
There was some straight up man boob, like.
Yeah, there's man boobs and
Hold
say
on,
you want to see me
Max.
naked. It was
Hold
weird.
on, Max. You really didn't see? Hold on. I got.
No,
I
I
mean,
didn't.
I could show you. I mean,
Here.
if you want.
Dude, it was hilarious. Friggin',
Like,
it was.
you
the
see it. I
funniest
mean,
thing.
like, you want some man
So
boob on your channel? Will it demonetize you?
No, it won't.
Maybe, possibly. If they get,
Little bit of man
if the great Lunga, we're about to end. 4 minutes. There's no way. I love you, man. I'm not sending you.
Lunga,
like,
come on
right
my
now.
show instead.
Yeah, you can go on. We're gonna hop over to RJ's in 3 minutes.
Show the clip. Show the clip, Max, before we.
Oh
go.
my god. So this is what he's been. It hasn't been school. This is what he's been busy with.
Oh my god! I just got that. Oh my god! Eddie.
Only one arm. Which arm?
Oh my god!
Send the link now. All right.
No, don't send the link. Don't send the link.
But we're
Play my
ending in
clip.
2 minutes.
Play
All
my
right.
clip.
Play. I'm doing too many things at once.
To hell with Lunga.
Send Lunga the link first, then you.
No, play the.
You're making me stressed out the last 2 minutes of my stream.
Good. Don't send Lunga the link.
He's demanding it.
Who cares? We don't
Darth
give in to
Daddy
terrorist
is demanding
demands.
it.
We don't give in to terrorist demands.
All right. So where's the clip? Where's the
It's in
clip?
the private chat.
Oh, I got to do extra work. All right.
Do you want me
Where's-
to put it up in a share thing? Because you.
Yes.
Here, I'll
Oh
send
my
it. I'll
Lord.
send the link to Lunga.
I already
Take it
sent
too
him the
long.
link. Yeah.
We don't
This is
need
gonna
him.
delay. This is gonna delay most of the what?
Hold on, I got these.
Finishing it. Whoa! What the hell? I don't appreciate that, Lunga. Oh, God.
Jeez,
Well, of course he's here before Saggy's ready. There you go, Saggy.
Okay.
Don't listen to her.
Don't
Show
get me
Saggy.
don't get me demonetized the last 2
I'm
minutes,
not.
please.
How am I? Oh, what are you
not share it?
sharing? What are you sharing?
This week on Poindexter Lounge.
This gloriousness.
Oh god.
Aren't you happy?
Oh, okay, thank you, Josh.
I was paying attention who was doing that.
What is
Stop
going
it.
on?
Just watch.
I'm
Oh
not
god.
watching this.
Josh
strategically
placed that too. Yeah, the super chat.
I'll show you yours if you show me. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Yeah.
Why are we watching this?
Just watch. Just watch.
It gets deep.
Watching things no one wants to see.
Shy.
I'll show you mine. Just watch. It gets hilarious.
I showed mine on Max's channel once.
Anytime you have to say just watch, it gets hilarious. It's not.
Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
It's like I'm fighting old Greg right now. I need you to stop.
I'm old Greg.
I don't want to watch him rubbing his nipple, yo. That's weird.
Yo, you ain't.
This is my hair part.
Where's this going, Brian? What the fuck, man?
That's man boob. I call it man boob.
Show him. Show him, baby.
Oh, what is going on?
What the hell going on?
All right, this is my kind of stream.
Oh, what in the actual?
All right, I'm gonna ask for things for my.
I'm old Greg.
Can we stop this?
Wait for it.
Can we
Wait
stop
for
this?
it.
I'm suing the point. They're so loud.
Yeah, I'm traumatized now. I'm suing.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'm suing for damages to my well-being.
20 years old. I'm suing.
This is when my wife tunes in.
You missed it.
Also,
You missed it. Good job, Max.
Literally, as he was saying.
Literally said it. His wife walked in. Thanks for talking over it, Max.
Oh my god.
Sorry, you can replay that part. Oh my god.
That was
What's funny.
Is it done?
Yeah, he literally said as soon as that was done, he literally was like, "This is the
Goldman
part where my wife
thought,
tunes in."
Wow.
Yes.
What?
Wow.
There was a lot of nipples, a lot of.
The shamefulness of it all.
Okay, well, I'm glad we're ending. I'm glad Lung.
However, hold on. Before we go, I do have a confession to make.
Okay.
Saggy can no longer be called a clout chaser.
Okay.
I apparently am now the clout chaser.
We knew this.
What'd you do now?
Well, just play the clip, Max. Play the clip.
Welcome to Comics Gate, Dark Daddy Lunga. I knew we could get through to you.
Oh!
Welcome to Comics Gate, Dark Daddy Lunga.
You joined Comics Gate! Come on! No! You wanted me to see Ansel Lunga! No! What a sellout! This is what it looks like, guys.
This is what it looks like, guys. This is what a sellout looks like.
Look at Echo. Yeah, you are a clout chasing sellout. Oh my god.
By the way, that is just a clip. I didn't join Comics Gate.
No, I'm gonna investigate. I'm going to investigate.
Watch the stream. Go ahead and watch the stream.
Investigator Max is on the case. I'm gonna figure out if
The next
Lunga has
expose.
joined. Yes.
The next expose.
Yes.
The next expose.
I'm very disappointed.
Yeah. But you know what?
You think you know something.
I didn't even ask him to be on the show. We were talking at Twitter. I was debating with him about something on Twitter, and he's like, "We need to talk about this on the stream." I'm like, "Okay."
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "All right, sure. Send me a link."
He reached out to me today too.
Yeah, and he sent me a link. I think he's trying
You have to pay my phone bill.
Talk to other. Shut up, ho. Listen, that's my friend Ethan Van Sciver. Okay, it's my very good
He
friend Ethan Van
said he
Sciver.
was going to pay my phone bill, and he never has.
I should have ended the stream. That was not worth my 2 minutes. Long I gotta tell you.
Yes, it was.
No,
It's the shocking reveal before the end of the show.
The one was
the heel turn.
Yeah. Well, I could have asked Jolly. Jolly warned me about this.
It's okay. Next week, the video of you sitting in the pool house is coming out. Just wait.
No, I'm not. I'm not sitting in that pool house.
Oh,
no.
arm in arm with Jeremy, like
It's there,
buds.
guys. Just wait.
Drinks.
Just wait. It'll be released. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, Cylon Saudi says it's nice seeing you around. I don't know if this was before or after the exposed. You exposed yourself.
Saudi.
There's been a lot of. I don't know why I went 2 extra minutes because there's been a lot of exposing on this stream by everyone, by all the panel except
Enosh's
the
nipple was way more shameful than my clip. Okay, let's just put it that way.
RJ, get your shit started, please. We need to get out of here. Goldman's uncomfortable.
None of you guys can make me uncomfortable.
Eddie is actually the one behaving. Brian wants more of everything.
I think Saggy's the problem.
Okay.
Well, we know Saggy's the problem.
Bud?
Well, Goldman. No. No, Saggy's always got a place on this panel until she gets in that pool house. If she,
Old man
I'll
just
tell
got
you
my
what.
feelings.
If this happens and Saggy pops in there, I'm gonna have a hard time. I'm gonna have a heart
Dude,
attack.
I am so photoshopping a freaking Dr.
Dude, I already have the. You're killing my joke, Brian.
Listen,
Sorry,
if
buddy.
I was talking about how it's coming out soon. The picture will be released, and you just had
Damn
to kill
it.
it, didn't you?
No, go back to
my
the part.
my
go back to
apologies.
the
I
part-
should cosplay as one of them. I'm the skinny white guy with the beard, so
Go back
be
to
really
when
cool. I'll buy a baseball cap.
Yes. Go back to
Yeah,
when
your
Jeremy
new name is Goldcock.
Wow.
Wow, gold.
I've heard that one before.
Ooh, I know what he meant by that. Hey,
RJ, are you live yet? Let's check RJ, see if he's live. Let me see here. Let me check it out. Wow, I'm glad I went. What's that, Brian?
No, I was just saying. Well, he's still here. Is he the?
I don't know. I mean, how are we scared of them? We're
Dude,
talking shit about them. That's
there he
why.
goes.
All right, let me check this out. Oh, spoiler discussion. Thumbs up. All right, here we go. I am going to pop over to RJ's, give him some support, and then we're all going to go to Matt Jarbo, and that's where I'll see Lunga next.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but
What? I'm not going nowhere. What are you talking about? I just came in here just to show that video and be a disruptive force in the last 2 minutes. That's the only thing I came in here for.
Well, then what? This doesn't happen on my
Mission
show.
accomplished.
Oh, wait a second. Because you're all here, I finally get to show you my intro because some of you missed it. I worked hard on it. Here we go.
And what is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Why you got such a problem with me, Max? I don't understand what the problem is. Why you always gonna be making these? You're not gonna
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The madman. The madman.
Mad movie man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh wow! Mad Max says, "I think you should. I think you should apologize." Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know
the
who you
pool house
are.
is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment. Welcome.
We knew it all along. You're just a clout chasing asshole who wants to go on the back of other people better than you. You just want to attack other people better than you because you know why, Max? You're a bully, Max. That's why. You're a bully,
I don't like
and no
it.
one's gonna
It's too
take
real.
this anymore from you.
It's too real. I don't like it. It's too real.
That was a good impression, man. I thought he was here for a second.
That was funny.
Yeah, yes, I am a clout chaser. I'm on the clout crusade. I've been around.
I need to start chasing more clout.
Wait,
That's some of my greatest
Echo's
hits.
just realizing this now? I called Max a clout chaser the moment he started attacking me the first
Yeah,
day.
I-
You didn't even know I had a
that's the
channel for
point.
2 weeks,
That's a good
and he
point.
came at me.
I should get a clip of
Darth
Lunga
Vapor.
screaming at me. Who is this masked a-hole? I forget everything you said. I should get a clip of that for the intro.
I think I still have that whole Max video with you and me.
Yeah.
I still have it somewhere.
All right. Well, RJ
Good
has
days.
started. Thank you all for watching. We're at the 2-hour mark. I got to go to RJ's, and then I don't think I'm gonna even make Matt's tonight. That's too long. I can't stream 4 hours in a row. Woo! All right. Bye, everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.